40th anniversary. I mean, that was incredible, man. To have that experience to go for. And that was our real first big event here in Detroit. We went all over the country.
Wow, okay.
And this is the first time we went before a prominent congregation in our own city, and to get that response that we got, and to see how people were being blessed by I Left My Hands and My Ear God. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for more, anything else more.
Well, ask for more. Because if you ask,
that's right.
Right. So,
so I'm not gonna stop asking. I'm gonna keep asking in the name of Jesus. I'm gonna knock on the door and I'm gonna ask.
That's right. But I understand what you're saying. Another thing. What do you see for yourself going on further? In the future.
It's all as long as I keep ministry before me. I don't know what's in store for me as far as what God has for me. I know my aspirations is to see lives change through music, and I really mean that. I really mean that. I believe that music can heal.
Yeah.
We healed in a praise. So I obviously wanted to be successful, but in the end of the day, I would like Jay Bethel and Spoken For to move on and just be spoken for and move on. I'm not a per se singer or gospel. I'm an exalter.
Okay.
And so, but sometimes as recording artists and ministers, we can lose our place by not being by understanding what God has called us to. I know what God has called me to, and that's the ministry to preach and teach His word. But yet I still have other attributes and gifts. So guess what? But I'm not afraid to allow others to carry on the mantle of what God has already placed. So my goal that Spoken For continues to go forth, and that it continues to help build other people up. I want to see these other vocalists flourish and see their dreams realized. I'll be happy to sit back with a pen writing, playing boards. I mean, and just seeing those careers flourish and knowing that you had something to do with that, and that your music is impactful. I never want my music to not be impactful.
Now, one of the things that I feel exactly the same way is to be able to have an impact for God. And one of the things, I don't know if it was a dream or if it was just on my mind, but I've told a few people, one of the things when I get to heaven, this is what I would love to see. See a crowd that's so innumerable, that you can't count it. And then I say, God, who are these? Wow. And then I want them to say, those are the people that were impacted by what I gave you to give. Whether it's teaching, whether it's singing, or whether it's a song, whatever it is, and that'd be my ultimate dream. Like, wow, that many people have been impacted, and so that's why I feel it's important to not just praise. I mean, praise is, what I think it's Psalms 150 says, "Let everything that has breath praise the Lord." Right, and so anything and everybody can do that. But in the New Testament, I can't think of where worship. Right, worship. That's
spirit
the thing.
And truth.
Right. Now that is the difference, and I as you were exhorting, I heard, that message come out, that it's important. Worship is not something that we just do on stage. It's 24/7.
It's our lifestyle.
Right, that's right, and I want to encourage, those that are in the gospel music ministry, that it's not just about fame. It's not about that only. It's about doing what God says do, the way He says do it. You may be popular, you may not. But the thing about it is that if we please God, then it's worth all of what we're supposed to do. And there's a song that I know it's before then, but Hezekiah made it popular. 99
just won't do.
Right, 100%. Can you imagine missing God's will by 1%, that is horrible.
But that's truth. I mean, that's truth, though. I mean, that's. Oh man, I mean, that's just like Moses building the tabernacle. He had to be exact, and that's the one thing. But that's also that's also what makes God so incredible and so awesome. Because even the frolics of our hair, even he's very meticulous about us. Right. And so why shouldn't we be meticulous about his word?
Oh, man,
why shouldn't we be meticulous about his music? Right. You know, and not tainted. Not think that we have to chase after everything that the world has to offer. Excuse me. We should set our own trends.
Absolutely.
Why is it the work? To me, I want to make sure that what I place out there, what God gives me, I expect to see an impact to where the world is chasing after what we want.
Absolutely.
And so that's like the ultimate for me. You know.
You know, when it comes to, you know, another thing that for me, as far as our gift that there's a word that's called offering. Mm-hmm. You know, that when we offer up this gift, or what God has blessed us with, and we do it with a pure heart, and we do it the way He says do it. You know, Cain and Abel was a perfect example. You know, both of them had the instructions. Abel did the way God said.
That's right.
Cain did it the way he wanted.
That's right.
You know, and there's so many other examples, you know, of that. And so it is important for us to it's, you know, there's a song the Lord gave me some years ago, and I still sing it, but it's called Real Christians.
Real Christians.
Yeah, and man, it's so true, man. It's you know, it's easy to get wrapped up in the religion, you know, or the practice of those things. But is it in your heart? You know, is it something that you live? When that prayer, let the meditations of my heart be acceptable. And you're saying, are they acceptable in God's sight? You know, and if they are, then what He puts in us once we play it, you know, and offer it up to God, it will be acceptable. Yeah. And one more thing I was thinking too is, sometimes I give you this example of an offering, you know, and I say this, I say, and I've done. I asked a little kid to come up, you know. I said, I'm gonna give you this cup. Okay, I'm gonna pour some water in, and I'm gonna give it to you. Would you drink it? And they said, yeah, I'll drink it. And then I said, now, what if I just take a little dirt from the earth and just put it in there, and just put my finger in there and wrap it around, and then offer it to you? Would you drink it? And they're like, no. I was like, wait a minute, why wait? It's so small. It's just a little bit of dirt. I mean, you can't even see it, you know. But and so if we feel like that, then God, right. When we put, you know, some of the earth or some of the world in there, you know, and offer to Him, He's gonna be like, I don't want that. You know, I already told you what I want. You know, so man, I really appreciate, you know, how I've had a chance from my own eyes to see you grow. You know, and you know, just your worship, man, it was very encouraging. And like I said, I had no idea that I played any part, you know, in it.
Yes,
but,
yes.
And I think, you know, so now, so whatever that crowd of people you affect, I get a piece of that.
That's right.
That's pyramid.
I will make sure that Dre Hill is in my credits on any time.
No, I'm talking to be in the credits, but you know, but you know, the you know, just God recognizing, you know, that because that happened for me. As a matter of fact, the guy we was talking about earlier today that played drums with Marvin McQuitty, Marvin Wilson. He had a phenomenal part of my life, you know, as far as coming to the Lord, you know, because we were in a group together, you know, doing secular stuff, and we had got to this. It was this lounge, and now we were 15, 16. We were, and in the 80s, you couldn't get into a lounge. You know, you had to be 21 for real.
I don't know about that today. You know
no, not today. But in the 80s, you know, you had to be 21 for real. But we were 15, 16 getting in there, and we had opportunity to. The house band had just broke up, and the guy was looking for a house band. And so when we played there, when we came in, we saw a sign. The people who's coming next week, Natalie Cole, and Floaters, and so when he heard us, the owner heard us, he was like, "Man, y'all want to be the house band?" We was like, "Yeah." And so, but I did not know. Well, I did know that Marvin's dad was a sanctified preacher.
Wow.
And so I didn't know he was battling about, what he should be doing. And so when it came time, for all of us to sign, contracts, our parents had to sign it.
Right.
But we still okayed it. But he told me, he said, "Man, I can't do it." I was like, "You mean your parents won't?"
Right.
And he said, "No, I can't do it." I was like, "Man, are you serious?" But his stand, he dropped out of the group, and then the contract actually fell apart. But that was the guy putting the brakes on my life. Because I was gung ho, straight ahead.
Whatever it takes.
Right. And so that's what I meant when I said that. I like a piece of what because he has had a big piece. Because his stand caused me to make that turn. So anyway, I'm just glad that whatever little part that I was able to play.
It wasn't a little part. It was a big. It was a big part. It was a big part. Watching how Church House did things. Watching you juggle different artists. And have to try to bring them together. And working on multiple. From afar, watching you work. On multiple projects and what I'm saying, and seeing them come together. You didn't let things stop you. And so that was the thing for me.
Wow, okay.
But that literally was the thing for me, because I would go to Deacon, I'm like, "Yo, like, what's up with Drake? Oh, he's doing something. He got this going. He got this going." And then thank God for like YouTube and social media now, Facebook, and that now we can keep up with one another. We might not be able to talk to one another all the time, but we can definitely keep up with. Oh, okay, I see you, Drake. Okay, I see you. It's okay. And so you definitely have played a major role in my life, what I'm saying, as far as the music, and as far as just the aspect of being introduced first to how to conduct yourself as far as business-wise, venues, things like that, contracts, everything was just professional, so I'm grateful.
Well, man,
I'm grateful. Well, I'm glad you love the ministry. I'm glad you love the music.
Man, I love God, man. Like what's that? Erica.
Erica Campbell.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
You don't love it?
So they call it gospel trap music. Listen, that is not gospel trap. So y'all stop calling that gospel trap music. That is just the gospel in the genre of hip hop, okay? That's it. Let's stop calling it trap music, because that's just the wrong term we need to be using as believers. Anything that's a trap or snare is not of God. He doesn't do that. He embraces us. He invites us in. Holy Spirit invites us. So it's not a trap. It's just, it is what it is. God ordained. And like I said that night, what my father always taught me, whatever God ordains, he maintains, and he sustains.
Yeah.
So
that was a good word.
True.
That was a good word.
So, that was true. That always sticks with me as well. So I make sure to, keep that on the forefront.
Okay. All right. So, man, I hope that, whatever you do influences a lot of people, encourages people to live holy, to seek God, and go through the suffering. A lot of times, we want to run from that, but God uses that to purify us, perfect us. So, all right, man. Enough of all this talking, man. Let's hear you play something, man.
Oh man. I have a song that was on the album called Worthy of All Myself, and it's a simple turnaround song. It's not real deep, but I was fortunate enough to work with Tasha Page, Stella Award winner.
Yeah, that's
Tasha
right.
Page
That's
Lockhart,
right.
and
That's
so
right.
Twice he's on the album, and so hopefully sometime this year before the year end, we'll get to work together and do that song live.
Wow.
Together. So we're talking right now. I actually talked to her earlier today.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and play the name of the song. It's called Worthy of All Myself.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, just give us a few seconds and we'll be right back. So we just going to keep up.
Play the basics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And Jason Bethel was on the keys, as you can see. has given him. It's on you, Joe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have had some things said to you that will encourage you. And thank you so much, Jason. Me and the choir. Amen. Jesus the man. We just little fellas, just trying to represent all day. All right. So until next time, everybody, we thank you for visiting us at the Church House Snapshot interview. And until next time, I'm Dre, and this is Jay. Peace.
Peace.